Oh yeah, this is one of my favorites. So heavy. I just wore this when I was headlining at Stagecoach. During my set, there was thousands of people in line. Like, the line was literally going throughout the entire festival. But it was so much fun. It was my first time going to Stagecoach. My family and I are moving into a new home, and I'm so excited to make it my own. As you may know, I have ADHD. I really believe it's my superpower, but it has its challenges too. So now I've teamed up with experts from understood.org who are helping me deepen my understanding of how my brain works and design my home to work for me. I want you all to come on this journey with me because everyone can benefit from inclusive design. This is Inclusive by Design. Right now I'm going through all of London and Phoenix's baby clothes. Some stuff I want to keep because they are good memories. Like, this was like his first Stitch hat. And this still fits him, so I don't know why they're giving this one away. So we're gonna keep this one. Oh my God, it's his first Christmas hat. To keep it. I'm definitely not organized now at all. This is fucking crazy. In the new house, I'm just gonna make sure like everything is moved in a certain way and that people just keep it that way.
That's my cue.
I'm so excited to work with you.
Too.
I would really love to hear your ideal vision for what you want your closet to feel like, look like, be like, and how do you want to feel in the space?
Yes. So let's go check out the closet. I feel like I want it to be organized.
Yeah.
That's really important to me because I feel like every time I've been moving into houses, like it's just so disorganized and everything is everywhere. And then I have to do so many different things with my job. So I feel like almost organizing it like kind of based on like what I'm doing. So it's like all the kind of business stuff together, all like the sparkly stuff together. But also another thing that I love, because I'm always in there and I love doing content in there. So maybe a lot of the things in that main closet are not as practical. Like, I don't want it to be like things that are not like sparkling and beautiful. Like, I want it to be aesthetically gorgeous.
In your closet, I'd like everything to be visible.
Yeah. Another thing with having ADHD is it's like if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. So if I don't see something, I'll forget it exists. So I love that there's so much opportunity for displaying beautiful things, like all along here, inside of this cabinet, all here, all there. And then above, I love that there's so much storage.
So let's honor what you need for your content creation and make sure you have that sparkly, glittery, shiny clothes that you want for your content creation really visible, but then right from another camera angle, it can't be seen, kind of the more boring stuff, but you can see it because it's practical and you need it. We're going to bring your vision to life, but let's not assume it's going to stay static because we want you to live in your closet. However, you also don't want it to backtrack. You have a really clear vision for what you want it to be. So my idea here is to take photos of it. So it's really documented how you want this to look. And that helps the ADHD brain with working memory. And I'm hearing all these competing emotions when you talk about your closet. I'm hearing joy and excitement, and I'm hearing a lot of overwhelm.
It's very overwhelming. I'm already disorganized as it is. So that's why it's so important just to put in these systems and have it super organized so that I can focus on what's important in life and not have to worry about, oh, where's this, where's that.
What's going to be great about this is you have all the ideas. What we need to support you with is the execution and then some really simple systems to make the obstacles less obstacles. Then we're going to test it.
Yeah.
But we're also going to plan for setbacks because a setback isn't failure, it's going to be information. Yeah. And so then we can tweak it as we go.
Yes. Let's do it.
One of the themes that Paris talked about was out of sight, out of mind. In this case, we're using labels. So here are Paris's PJs. We can see that because there's a label. There's a lot of drawers here, and if we don't have that label, it would be very natural for Paris to put PJs in other drawers, and before we know it, things are very mixed up. Now, organization doesn't stay perfect, and that's okay, but when we have labels, we have this visual cue to ourselves and others about where something belongs, so we can put it back in that space without overtaxing our brain or without cognitive overload. Now, Paris talked about wanting permanent labels at some point, really to match the aesthetic of the room, because again, this is the joy room. We want her to look around and feel a sense of delight. This is also, remember, a room where she does a lot of work. Paris is a prolific content creator, and this is the backdrop for a lot of her content. So there is a work reason and a personal reason for making it aesthetically beautiful. This is a new system, and we need to ensure that it's not just about us applying the best practices that we know work for ADHD. It's about applying the best practices that work for Paris Hilton's unique brain. So with Post-it notes, we have a non-permanent solution that we can try. And in a few weeks, we're going to check in with her about how it's going. You don't need a system to work the first time. If you try it and it doesn't work, that is not a failure. That is necessary experimentation. And that is what this is all about, to be inclusive by design. This is not a one-size-fits-all solution. So happy experimenting. One of the things that's really common for the ADHD brain, and is something that Paris experiences, is what we call temporal myopia or time blindness. This is why you see this big rainbow clock in here, because this is our simple system to help work with time blindness. People with ADHD don't recognize the passage of time in the same way that other people recognize the passage of time. Getting ready in such a stimulating room, there are so many potentials for distraction for Paris. Paris has an extremely busy schedule, so it's going to be very natural for her to come in, get ready, experience the joy, and then not really realizing that time is passing and finding herself late for an event. We add a clock so that we can make external what isn't already programmed into the internal brain, making it not as much of an issue. Imagine the scenario. You have put hours now into organizing your space, be it your bedroom, your closet, your creative area, your office, and it looks picture perfect. You are feeling so proud. 3 weeks later, it's not looking so good. In comes the shame, the stress, the feelings of failure. This is exactly what Paris expressed when she talked about how she was really anxious to even try, because in the past her systems have really just worked for maybe a couple days and then really backtracked. So what do? Well, again, a simple solution. Here we have taken a photo of what the space looks like when fully organized. So when the system inevitably backtracks, she's not able to see everything, it's not as organized, it's not how she likes it. She has this really easy reference for how to put things back, and this is really something to remember for ADHD organization, because this will save you a lot of stress. This space is really designed with Paris's vision. She has a lot of self-awareness. She's done a lot of research to better understand her ADHD brain, and this is really her vision. And again, we're working to minimize that stress that is unnecessary and maximize that joy and ease. I hope she likes it.
Welcome to my closet. I love how these closets are clear, so I can see through and see all of my beautiful bags. Organize them all, so cute. So this just makes everything so much easier to see, and it just looks beautiful. So now I have all my gowns organized, my handbags, And the last thing to do is the shoes. Let's go over here. Gemini. So I have all of these shoes in all of these different colors. What is the best way to organize them?
An aesthetically pleasing way to organize them might be by color grouping for visual flow. Does that work for you?
Thanks, Gemini. Loves it. I am so thrilled with how my closet turned out. It is so amazing. Just walking in here, it makes me feel so happy and at peace and inspired and just ready to take on the day. What do you think, baby? And just knowing where everything is and it looking just so beautiful every time I walk in here, it just puts me in the best mood. So happy to have it all color coordinated. I love these. These are so cool. I got these in Ibiza. I love how it's like holographic. And before I could not find these, so it's so nice now that they're all hanging in here. Of course, I have matching boots with everything and I can see all the boots. Oh my God, this is so cute. It's my Birkin, I'm obsessed with her. It's covered in Swarovski crystals. This is insane. Or this bunny, I don't know who makes this, but I love it. Okay, I'm gonna be the one who like messes all this up and disorganizes, so. Make a rule. I always have to put things back where they go, otherwise it's just gonna become a Tasmanian devil place. But this is so cute. And this is just amazing. This is truly life-changing. This place is the place I dreamed of ever since I was a little girl.